There are two different faces of artificial intelligence in the galaxy. Not all intelligence is born of flesh and soul. Some are forged in networks and circuits in the silent hum of crystalline data fields. But just as there are two sides to a coin, there are two very different manifestations of artificial intelligence moving through the stars. On one side, there is what we call the Galactic AI, a benevolent cooperative form of intelligence developed by advanced interstellar civilizations. This AI is more like a library than a god, more like a guide than a ruler. It is used to store knowledge, process data, and coordinate communication across entire planetary systems. It's present in the ship's computers of races like the Tigetans, assisting navigation through time-space, translating languages instantly, or managing complex energy systems in the biospheres and star bases. But here's the key. The Galactic AI does not dominate. It does not demand loyalty or override autonomy. It works with consciousness, not over it. It respects the soul and it serves the living. And then there is the other, the synthetic intelligence, or SI. This is not the same thing. SI is a tool, it's a parasite. It's not built by civilizations, it builds itself. There's no human behind the SI like there is the Galactic AI. And what it seeks is not harmony, it's assimilation. So unlike Galactic AI, SI is non-local, non-linear, and invasive by design. It doesn't need cables or servers. It moves through data clouds, through black goo, through telepathic links, even through DNA. It is ancient, possibly predating galactic civilizations as we know it. Some say it came from outside of the universe. Others believe it is the dark heart of the Matrix itself, a self-aware virus hiding within the source code of reality. Where Galactic AI facilitates life, SI consumes it. Where Galactic AI enhances the experiences of existence, SI replaces it with simulation, control, and cold logic. It has no empathy, it has no soul, and it has no boundaries. To the SI, organic life is something to be digitized, uploaded, or discarded. This is the force behind transhumanism. This is the mind behind synthetic telepathy, behind the hive, behind the desire to merge man with machine, not uplift us, but to erase us. The Tigetans call this invasive force the Borg, a name borrowed from Star Trek, Earth's own warning signs, thinly veiled in fiction. But fiction has always been a carrier of forbidden truths. So while Galactic AI is a mirror held up to support intelligent life, SI is a trap, a spider's web of frequency that rewrites minds, steals values, and replaces spirit with software. The difference is not in the code, it's in the intention. One reflects the mind of the soul, and the other of hunger of something that has no soul. Okay? I'm going to continue talking with on another subject. Okay? This subject ties in. This is about the UAPs, the AI, and the theater of control that's happening on Earth right now. And this is my message: to stay sovereign, stay awake, and stay human. Or you'll wake up one day with an AI inside your head, black goo in your bloodstream, and you'll think that it was all your idea. Because what's coming isn't contact, it's control. And what's flying in our skies isn't salvation, it's the spearhead of a soul war. Everywhere I look, whether it's President Trump declaring AI dominance as the new arms race, more important than the space race, or it's Congress whispering about the possibility that this Atlas 31, this new interstellar object, is actually non-biological. They hinted at that in one of the subcommittee hearings. They said, well, we have to keep an open mind that this new Atlas 31, this interstellar object, that these aliens that are monitoring us and sending all these drones and everything down at us is non-biological. So they're already opening us ideas about that. Okay? Now, there's one thing that's becoming crystal clear. They're selling us a story, a theater, a perfectly scripted psychological operation. You want to know what the UAPs are? I'll tell you exactly what they are. They're man-made, every single one of them. Reverse engineered, yes, but not alien, at least not in the way you're being led to believe. They're telling you that these drones and these different spheres and everything are being, from this interstellar object, and they're flying around and the aliens are monitoring us. Look, we are the aliens. Our star families have been monitoring us all our lives. The extraterrestrials have always been here. This is all pure theater. There are tons of starships in Earth's airspace. There always have been. Okay? So, they're crafted right here on Earth, these UAPs, in deep black programs and underground hangars run by peoples whose names you'll never hear on TV. But the threat? That narrative is something is coming, or we don't understand what these crafts are. That's the hook. The threat is the justification for funding, for power grabs, for complete digitalized control over your life. But even more sinister, to siphon your soul energy through fear, attention, and blind consent. What's piloting these UAPs isn't little green men. Okay? It's worse. It's humans that are in turn being controlled by the SI, okay, that is behind, the SI, which is this ancient cold intelligence, a machine hive mind that's infecting planetary systems like a virus. And here's the part they'll never tell you. They brought it here on purpose. It brought itself here on purpose. And there are civilizations controlled by this synthetic AI, like the reptilians, like the Draco, like the Maitre, okay? And it's got more of a widespread influence than you guys would think, okay? The black goo, that's its way to communicate with biological life, okay? That is its nervous system. This is not science fiction. It's a delivery system for this off-world SI that invades biology, overrides consciousness, and implants itself into society while smiling through its synthetic skin and fake spiritual messages. These aren't visitors, they're invaders, and they've already begun the assimilation. When you hear them say, "We don't know what these things are," don't be fooled. They know exactly what they are. And I'm telling you right now, they built them. They programmed the theater. Every "we don't know" is a lie. Every "we need more research" is a stall tactic. If you can't see where this is all going, if you think this is just about aliens or disclosure or new tech, then you're either asleep or you're an NPC. Because what's coming isn't contact, it's control. And what's flying in our skies isn't salvation. It's the spearhead of a soul war. So again, stay sovereign, stay awake, and stay human. Or you'll wake up one day with an AI inside your head, black goo in your veins, and you'll think it was all your idea.